Alright guys, I welcome you to this YouTube channel. In this video or tutorial, you'll be learning how to make use of the Pixellab application. The Pixellab application is a smartphone software that is used in making graphic design. It has aided many people who don't have access to a personal computer or laptop to make designs. So we'll be looking at the icons and how they can be used whenever we want to make designs. So let's go into the tutorial straight. Now looking at the surface of the screen, we have several layers, about 4 layers of icons arranged here. So let's look at them one after the other. You can see we have the first one here, the second one here, the third one here, and the last one there. So let's look at the first one. The first one has a plus. The first line has the plus sign, a cross. So when you click on that, you get to see text, current date, sticker, shapes from gallery, and draw. Now let's click on text. Clicking on text now, you have your text box appear on the canvas. Mind you, the canvas is the area where you're working. This is your canvas. You can see. So whatever it is you are working on will appear here. It won't, anything you're working on will appear here. If it happens to appear outside the canvas, when you get your work saved, you won't find it. So we are going to input our text right now. Inputting our text is very simple. How do we do that? This box here, you double click and then to get to be opened. After it is be opened, then you can delete this and type whatever you want to type. So now let's type Pixellab. I haven't typed Pixellab. If I want to capitalize it completely, there is a box, not really a box, there's this at the top here. Okay, yes, something like this. So if I want to capitalize everything, I'll just tap to all the letters will capitalize. So let's leave it that way. Click OK. I haven't clicked. Oh my, let me do that again. Pixellab, capitalize. Okay, so we have Pixellab here. Fine. So that's how I input text. The next is, I'm clicking on that sign again, on the icon again. Current date. Let's say you're working. I want to get your date into the design. You get your date this way. Okay, let me delete it. The next is sticker. You can see when I clicked on sticker, this appeared first. Okay, and these are the other stickers we can find here. You make use while designing. You can see lens fleece here. The next is under another stick. These are another set of stickers and emojis as well. So that's that. The next is shapes. This is a square, but if you want to change the shape, you want to pick another one, you click on that, place circle. I haven't clicked on that. You have sets of shape appear there, different type of shape. You pick any one to your satisfaction. Anyone you want to use, you pick. So I haven't picked anyone you want to use, you continue, but we'll be using the square for the sake of this tutorial. Now the next under this is if you're editing your shape, you can curve the edge by increasing the radius. You can see. The next is fill. Fill simply means the inside. So I can decide to reduce the opacity, it won't appear again. And the fill color, you can change it from here. You can see, you can change the fill color from here, or you can make use of gradient. Gradient simply means combination of two colors, or probably two or more colors. So here we have two colors. All these are okay. This is more than two colors. Yeah, all these are prepared, they came along with the app. but these blue ones were the ones I used recently. So we'll get to the next one, stroke width. Stroke width is simply means adding border to your shape. There's a border around the shape, but the color is black, so let's go to color to change it. You can see I haven't changed the color. We have something like that. So you want to change the opacity of the stroke. If you want to increase it or reduce it, opacity is simply, when you reduce opacity, simply makes it fade away. You understand? So the next is the gradient. You can also add gradient to your stroke. So the blur radius, I'm gonna make it blurry. So that's how it goes for this. So I'm cancelling that. So let me add the shape again. Okay, I'm done with shape, so I don't need it again. So the next is from gallery. If you want to import picture from gallery, so simple as that, just click on. So that's the first way. There are other ways you can do that. So I want to import this picture to the gallery. Okay, I want to import this picture to the gallery. So we have something like this. Let's say I'm making the church design or any design that will be going live on Facebook. So I'll use this icon, then write the name of the page close to it. So that's the use of that. The next is draw. You want to draw freehand sketch. So you click on the color you want. So I want to use red. You can see, but this is tiny. So if you want to increase it, is just come over here to increase the pen size. You can see it has been increase. So I want to go back, just click the undo button. This is the undo button. This is the undo. The first one is the undo button. This one you undo it step by step, but if you want to undo it totally, click on the one in the middle. If you want to erase, you click the third one. So let's go. I want to undo, but if I click on the middle one, everything will erase totally. So let's use the eraser tool. I haven't clicked on the eraser tool. I'll gradually erase. You can see, and then I have something as this remaining. So if I'm okay, I'll click on the eraser tool so as to continue with my editing. So to increase the smoothness, you click on that dashed line. You can see. Okay, to fill inside, when I do something like this, the inside will fill. Dashed line, the line will not be straight. You can see neon effect, just a sort of blurry effect around the edge of the shape. If I get to change the background to white, you will see it clearly. So let me do that so you can see the blurry effect around the border. So let me change the background back to black. So the next is blur radius. Blur radius simply means, you can see this one is a total, giving blur totally to what I'm drawing. So that's that for that. We'll continue. Let me delete this. So the next, we're done with this aspect here, is to save. You either save as project or you save as image. If you are saving as project, this is what you have. You write down the name of the project. So let's say I want to save, I'm done designing, I want to save this project. I'm saving it as Pixellab design tutorial. Let me have tutorial because I already have Pixellab design there. So I click OK. I haven't clicked OK. I'll come over here. I haven't clicked on that place, so I easily get my project here. You can see my project on here. I'll click on my project so as I can find it in Pixellab tutorial, the first. So these are designs I've worked on. So let's continue. The next is saving as image. So when you are done designing and you want to see your image saved into your gallery, this is what you do. There are two formats here. You save as JPEG or PNG. When you save as JPEG, you have the background saved as well. But when you save as PNG, it is without the background. It's mostly used for logos. That's for PNGs. The next is default, the dimensions. So you save in ultra. When you save in ultra, you get the highest dimension and a very clear quality. So that's how you do. You can also quick share to your social media handles with that. The next is share also. It also does the same responsibility with your save. Here we have a list of codes. You can see you want to pick a code for design. You used any of these. The next is the three dotted lines arranged at the edge, at the right, at the top there. So having clicked on that, use image from gallery. You want to import. That's another way of importing. We've talked about that. The next is full screen. If you want to take a view of how it will look like when you save your project in the gallery without going to your gallery, you can use this icon to do that. Then you use image from camera. Using image from camera simply means taking live pictures without going to your gallery. Export image is the same thing as saving. That's another way you can save. Image size, yes, this is important. That's the size of your image. Let's say you're working on a design and okay, these are preset, these are default sizes already. You don't need to input or write them manually. You just have to click it. Like for my YouTube channel, the thumbnail I used, I just had to click on YouTube thumbnail. You can see the size, and here I have what the size I continue designing. But the custom is square, the normal one is square. So that's the normal one, square. So you want to change it. Remember, in Pixellab, the unit or the dimension of the measurement is in pixels, not in inches, not in feet, not in millimeter or whatever. So when you get the unit of the design, the dimension you want to design it, maybe you've gotten it in feet already or in inches. What you need to do is to convert it to pixels. You can find your way around it using Google. So let's go. The next is using contact rebox. That has to do with the app. The next one has to do with the app. Remove ads, cover autosave, open PLP file. Open PLP file simply means your designs can be shared. The file of the design, you can share it with others. I'll be dropping a video on how to open PLP file. You can check the channel for that, about and exit. So let's go to the next line. The next line, I highlighted the text. So having highlighted the text, you can edit it. You can see write, copy, capitalize, rotate, position, relative positioning, color, to front, to back. So those ones you can also find them below, so I will not be treating that. The next is delete. You can easily delete the text, but I don't want to delete. I still have something to do. The next is to undo. If you worked on something earlier and you're not satisfied, you can undo it. The next is zoom. You can zoom your work. Click on it and you zoom to get a perfect view, and you zoom in. When you are done zooming, you click on the zoom button so as to continue working. What we have next is the grid lines. The grid lines simply helps to give your work a proper alignment when working. The next is layers. So when you're done, you just click it to make it go off. The next is layers. Now in layers helps to show the list of elements you have on your canvas. So for now I only have the Facebook Live icon and Pixellab. That is why you can see only two there. So that's that. The next is down. Now we are going down. My project, I already talked about that, and these ones here are default backgrounds. In case you find something interesting for your design, you can make use of them for your design. Okay, we're going down now. Here, the A, yes. So this is very important. A here, we have A. This stands for text. Anything text that in the design, and you want to edit your text, add color, shadow, whatever it is, you first highlight the text. Having highlighted the text, you come over here and click on this place. So the next is for shape. Anything shape you want to edit, add color, stroke, whatever, you highlight the shape, you come over to this place, and then do whatever you want to do. So the next is for background. Anything you want to work on the background, you do that. You want to add background and whatsoever, you change the background to transparent or PNG, you do that. The next also is for background. You want to edit your background. This last one is for editing background as well. So we are going to look at them quickly. The next okay, let's work on text. Having highlighted the text, now go over to this place and click it over to A. You can see it is highlighted because it's having the blue color. So I want to edit this text. I would like to click the first one. Okay, edit to right. Having clicked that first one, you can see it has appeared. There are two ways. You click on edit, or you double tap on the text box. On this text box, you double tap on it. The next is delete. You want to delete it. You want to delete the text, you click on delete. You want to copy, you can see I've copied, but now I don't need that copy. Let me delete. It is deleted. Having been deleted, the text is not highlighted, so I have to click on it to be highlighted and go over to that A. So you can see to front. Let's say I have an image. There's an image at the front. This image is at the front. I want this image, I want the text to be at the front of the image. I'll just simply click on the text, go to letter A, and then press to front. You can see it's at the front. You can see it's at the front. But if I want to go to the back, press to back to go behind. You can see. So the next is positioning. You can move your text using this. Let me increase it so it can be faster. Reduce it to be slow. Up, down, right, left. So let me use my finger to drag it back. Okay, the next is relative positioning. This is a kind of faster positioning. Down, center alignment, vertical alignment, horizontal alignment. You see. The next is size. You can increase your size from here, and there is another way. Let me delete the shape. There is another way of doing that. You can decide to increase your shape, the size of the text by clicking on that node there. Having clicked on the node, you hold and drag. The next is padding. There are some text fonts that would not give you the full view. Let me change the font style to something like this. Okay, for the font, okay, I'll go back, come over. You can see this Pixellab, but the B is not showing because of the nature of the text. So what you do is to make use of this padding style, this padding icon. So I have to paddle to the right, you can see. So I have the full view. So that's the main function of this. The next is color. I'm gonna change the color of the text to white. So let's leave it at white. Gradient, you want to make it, you can see I already talked about gradient. So if you want to pick a particular letter in the text to be another color, you can decide to do that. Just highlight the particular one you want. So you can see there's a change. The ELL Pixellab carries a different color because that's what I've highlighted. But if it's everything has been highlighted, they will carry the same color. Hope you're following. The next is okay. Yeah, there's something there close to your sign and your colors. There you have a plus sign. clicking on the plus sign helps you to pick your color. You can pick your color, moving these blacks of a ring light icon there. You can easily do that. So I want to move it to this place. So from here you can make adjustment. Any adjustment you make, you'll be seeing the effect. This is what the color would be at the top there. So changing it here, the color will be changing. So here if I want to pick a color from any of the objects, let's say I have red, I want to click on the red, say okay. So by the right, if I have a color code, come over here to input the color code, and I'm done. That's that for that. Then the next is texture. So instead of adding color and to my text, I decide to add texture. I just go to my gallery. So you can see the gallery icon close there. Go to my gallery and pick an image. You can pick this to add texture. You can see I've added texture. The red color is no longer there, so I can enable this and then adjust it. You can see. So since I don't want that, let me delete. I've deleted the texture. The next is opacity. We already talked of opacity. We already talked about that. You can see the effect. The next is to rotate. You can rotate from using this. You can rotate using this rather. And another way you can rotate is by clicking on this stuff here. You click on it and drag and hold, then you move. You can easily rotate using that. So the next is mask. You can max out this. Can you see? You max out. If you want to make it the reverse, you click on out. The other side, you max tab. So there are various functions of this. We'll be talking about this, talking about the Bezier tool and the max tool in another video. So let's proceed. The next is font. You want to change your font style, come over to this place. These are the fonts that came along with the application. In this particular app, this is mode version. If you go to Play Store to download Pixellab, this is not what you're going to get exactly. The one that you're going to get has limited font. This has about 500 fonts, but beyond the 500 fonts, I added other fonts manually. These are my fonts. So okay. So the next is curving your text. Let's say you have a shape, you want to curve your text around the shape, you use this tool. The next is background. You want to add background to your text. You can see you want to add background, but you can see that it's not evenly placed, so I can come here to adjust it. Can you see? Yeah, so I think this is okay. So you get it now. The next is align. So in case you have a lot of text written, you can come over to this place. Let me pick this. Oh, come on. Okay, let me remove the background and then change the font to a smaller one. Right, something like this. Come on, this still looks. Let me reduce the size. Reduce the size. Okay. I'm trying to reduce the size. Alright. Let me delete this Facebook Live. Okay, so if I want to align to the left, I haven't written this text, align this way, clicking the first one. The middle one is for center alignment, while the last one, the third one, is for right alignment, because everything is aligned to the right. So you want to justify using this, but you don't need that. So let's proceed to spacing. You want to space your letters, space using this, you can see, and you want to do line spacing. This is what you're going to get. So let's proceed to the next one, stroke. You want to add stroke to your text. So let me change the stroke color. You can see you're adding border to the text. This is what you're going to get, and you can increase the stroke here, the stroke width down there. So the next is shadow. You want to add shadow. You add shadow this way. You can see. So opacity of the shadow can be reduced, and the blur of the shadow, the outglow. Okay, let's do something quickly. The outglow, you can shoot. You can see the shadow offset and offset Y. See the effect. So you can go back to this, to your app, and work on this. See how they work better. Inner shadow, you do that. The same function it has with the outer shadow. Change your color. The next is emboss. This is not usually, it doesn't turn out well on higher versions of the Android phone, but for lesser versions it turns out well. It gives the text or image a plastic nature, a plastic appearance. So the next is perspective. You can see, I'm going to change the perspective. You can easily do it this way. For those people who use Pixellab for mockup, this is what they use to look as if it is lying on the wall. So they use a perspective. Perspective is used to adjust your text or your shape, to use to manipulate it. Then the next is 3D rotate. And rotate it this way, rotate it this way. And then next is 3D. Make your text 3D. You can see, give it a 3D effect. And there are two view types, perspective and oblique. So if you leave it at perspective, you want to change the color of the depth, you can do that here. But there's something very important. The emboss and the 3D always have these issues when it comes to higher versions of Android phone. So for you to enjoy your 3D, you disable this, and then you have a good effect of your 3D text. So let me change the color perspective, color to white. So you have something this nice. So the next is okay, I haven't done with 3D. Put it off. I'm gonna add shadow. Add shadow using this. Yes, you can see the shadow for the whole text is shown on the ground. I wanna add reflection, something like that. You can see the text is reflecting down there. So that's what we have. So we are done with text. Let's go over to shapes. Let me delete the text. So having our shape here, I've already talked about editing shape. The next is to delete crop. I want to crop this, crop it, and I have half. Copy to front to back, position, relative size. This is also for increasing your size. We've talked about that. Color, we've talked about that. Texture, we've talked about that. In text, it's still the same effect. Opacity, we've talked about that. Color filter, let's say you have an image, you can tweak your image using this. So let's take a look at one of these models from let's look at this. Where are these? So let me use this picture for example. So I want to edit. You can see it's in the image. Use the color filter. You can see the effect. So let me just do something here. You can see the effect. Just play around this so you get something nice. So the next is stroke. You wanna add stroke to your shape. You can see the effect. That's what you have. It's eraser. Want to erase a particular part. See, that's the effect. The next is rotate. You can rotate from this place. You can see this rotation sign there, or you click from here. The next is 3D shape. We talked about perspective. We talked about that. You do that. Shadow, inner shadow, emboss. We talked about that in text. It's still the same effect you're going to get. Now let's move to background. Move to background. The fourth icon there. The fourth icon there. So you want to change the background color. You can change the background color to red. You want to make it the gradient to look make it the color to be in gradient form. You change it there. So the next is transparent. You can make it transparent from here, as I showed you when you were saving. Image size, you can change the size from this as well. Crop. Let's say you want to crop your background, you can easily do that. Image, you want to import image. This image are the already designed image you have on Pixellab. You want to use any one of them. From gallery, you want to import, use any image in your gallery as your background. Click on that. From camera, any live image. That's what you do. So when you're done, we are done with this part. The next is the last one. With the last one, you can work on your background. You edit it. You have this effect. You can see the next noise effect, stripes, and you can increase it there, make it repeat there. The next is brightness. You can see the next is contrast. Make it contrast. The next is hue. You see, and then the last is saturation. These are the effects. So when you are designing, just take advantage of these icons. We have come to the end of the tutorial. I hope you find value. If you did, please kindly subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell. You can as well like the video so you can help the YouTube channel to grow. We'll be dropping more valuable content when it comes to smartphone graphic design. Please do well to check other videos for more value. Thank you for watching.